Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Captain of Industry. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and it's well, it was raining on the island, just suddenly stopped raining, which is nice. Okay, so we have just completed the power upgrade, which was one of the things I was waiting for before building next level of power, and I was also looking at this. And I have an open question which I'm going to start with for the audience here, as several of you like to help me out with these things. Maintenance 2 depot, okay, not a problem, can build that. But maintenance 2, is that different from maintenance 1 in a particular way that some buildings require maintenance 2, others require maintenance 1? Or can maintenance 2 double up and provide extra maintenance 1? It doesn't really seem clear on the tooltip. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm just not reading. But you know, it's possible. Because that's, see, look, this has maintenance 2. This has maintenance 1. So you see, this tells me that I need to make an adjustment here. Or do I? As in, for example, at least this one, I could start making maintenance 2 in. And then gradually switch over. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure at the moment what the drill is. You see, these only have, well, actually they do have an additional input here. So in theory, I could input there and put in the maintenance 2. I don't have the maintenance 2 building unlocked yet. That's coming. Oh no, I do have maintenance 2 building unlocked. So, okay. But I can't upgrade these. They don't appear to be upgradable. They don't have the option here. So I don't know. I mean, if I go over and look here, can I make, like, maintenance 2 building here? So what I'm tempted to do is out and out just delete this little bit here and delete this and stick a maintenance 2 building in its place, which goes in, oh, not like that apparently. Let's try that again. A maintenance 2 building which goes in like that way. Hang on, we've got in, out. Can we flip you around, please? Okay, so we've got in, out. Like that. And I mean, in theory, that will make maintenance 1. No, it won't make maintenance 1. It will just make maintenance 2. Okay. So, I mean, we're going to be making maintenance 2 with it, for sure. So, my thought is that we straight away go and put... You're going to get your ass stuck right there, you are. You're not supposed to be dropping stuff off there. And you're not going to go through there, are you? Wonderful. So that's a little bit upsetting. Yeah, what? Why is there stuff collecting from there? That should not be exporting. It's kind of upsetting me that it's exporting, to be honest. Anywho, let's just move this up and over for a second. Maybe the trucks can get under as they want to. And then if we go this way and bring it all the way down, it's not going to look pretty for now, but it would work. And I'm not sure that's going to let a truck get underneath anyway, because I think it needs a gap of 3. But any which way, I'm gonna unpause it. And this gives us another thing we're gonna need to make fairly quickly, which is some of the new building component. There is a new building component which I need to make some of. Just a very small amount, I think, is going to be my goal for now. Is just to make a small amount of them and go from there. Because I'm going to need to make those to build this level 2 Dewberry Firkin. Now, I believe, yeah, you need electronics to make it. So the choice is either bring level 3 components up here and use the electronics to make it, or I ship the electronics down here. I'm figuring it's probably easier to ship the electronics as they are smaller and, so say, lighter. So I am going to build a storage again here, and this is going to take electronics, and hopefully this will keep a slot big enough for the trucks to go through. He says it seems to be. The truck is driving through there, so that will allow the trucks to get to this steel, which is what I want them to be able to get to. And that's going to be electronics through there and components there, and that's going to put those components straight into there, and that is going to be the game. So all of that is going to unpause there, and we'll let that get on with things. And you are going to be electronics, and you are going to be keep me full halfway. And you'll figure out what you are. And that will allow me to start building maintenance 2, because maintenance 2 is going to be required for the new power system over here, which I am told is more efficient. I mean, I'm not seeing it there. I'm told the large generator is technically more efficient. 3 to 1. Sorry, 3 to 2. So if you were putting 18 in, which is how many times 3, which is 6 times 3, you'd be getting 12 out. You're actually getting 15. Okay, so it is more efficient. And this is going to use the new building components as well. Fantastic. Right. So each of these is producing 48 steam. So we're going to be using 2 and 2. I think is the way I'm going to do this. Or is it? Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go... It needs to be that way round, he says. And that way round. Perfect, I think. So then I'm going to copy this one down to there and copy this one to there. Oh, one of these is not like the others, you know. There you go. Kind of hard to see in ghost mode. I don't know if have they adjusted ghost mode? Ghost mode feels less easy to see than it was. In the recent update, have they adjusted ghost mode? Right, and then you're going to want to build... So how much is each one of these producing? 12. That is problematic. We're producing 12, and your generator can take 18. 2 would make 36. So, he says, so I think we need another set of these. And we need to be thinking about 3 and 3 here. So I'm gonna just, oh, no. I'm gonna just cut this setup a second and move it over a bit here. Back to this way. Because what I'm thinking I should be possibly doing. Nope, that was 3 and 3. Instead, copying this to have 3 of those, and then you would have effectively 2 of these on each, and that mathematically at least adds up. And then your flywheel is able to store 500 megawatt seconds. 500 megawatt seconds. How does that work out in practical reality? So it'll output 500 megawatts of power for so many seconds. You know, when you're talking about this much, that's not actually that much. So I'm not sure if it's even worth having them. Plus they're wider, aren't they? So it's going to make me, it's going to force me to have to widen this up by at least 1, which is going to upset me. So I'd actually have to widen this out by hang on a second, there, 1, 2, to make myself happy with the way that would work. But what I'm really going to want to do is probably put 2 of those on there. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's worth it. So that would be the plan for that set of power. Would be a layout like that. And like I say, I don't know if that's actually useful or not. And then you'll be bringing this steam down as the depleted steam to come around to these turbines, which would make 6 for every 48. And again, you're going to be doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so for now, the thought process is somewhat complete, and I've put in an extra set of boilers here, which I think I've hooked up as required. Should be, he says. 60, that might be pushing it. That might need to be upgraded to level 3 right there. And probably this bit of pipe too, right here, if I can get in there. Thank you. There. That will all be upgraded. This we've now laid out like so, and 3 of these make 18, so that's all good. And I've put 2 flywheels on the end. Again, may not be much point to it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then we're going to have to come down, and as we do over here, we're going to bring the excess down and plonk all of that into cooling towers to cool off the water, and that water is going to be run back into the system, he says. So before I put the pipe in, I've let this one sort of do its thing, because I think at the moment if I waited, I would have blocked this off, and this one is still blocked off down here, this little bit down here to the back of this boiler. So I'm going to quick deliver that, and in the meantime I'm going to run this across at this upper level, and this is going to run all the way across to, for example, here and down to there. And I'm going to do pretty much the same on this side, even though it probably doesn't need to be level 3. This can be level 1 even, because it's only taking 48, but I'd rather run the level 3 down just to be safe. This can be level 1 and hooked in, like so. I reversed this bit of pipe here to allow that to flow correctly. So this and this need to be hooked in, as does this and this. So now at this level, we want to bring, my thought is, a level 3 pipe, possibly, I can't rotate it like that. It's interesting, it auto rotates. Okay, so if I did this, well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it a bit long and then delete off in a minute, because I think I'll be happier with it like that. And I'm going to run that over here, and it's basically going to come out to this side here, where it's going to come up again at the same level that this one is, which I think is that level, and then run all the way down here and run. Ooh, I've done that wrong. I should have done the other side first. So let's bring that down, and let's try that again. So now, yeah, here I want to bring this all the way down to here and in. And I'm going to bring off a spur right here, bring it down here and in. And that is then going to power all of these. It should be nice and simple. But this is also going to use a whole raft of these new building components. So hopefully these new building components are over here building happily. Of course it's got no power, but you know, what more could you hope for? I'm going to say, can we shift you up on the priority list? Because we're going to need these parts. And these parts are going to be needed to make more power. So once we start getting those parts and these start building, because at the moment we have, yes, 4. 4 is not good. So yeah, I definitely need that running. Let's see if I can I even unity this job and say, look, give me your stuff, because we needs it. In the meantime, I'll carry on hooking all this up, and hopefully those will be building. So all of this now goes this one into here, this one the same, this one into here, this one the same, this one in, and this one the same. I've got to admit, to me, that looks so much nicer and tidier than how I did it last time round. And what I can do is I can just delete that extra length there and we're good. And yeah, that looks much tidier to me than what I did in my previous life. Right. And again, this will be a similar setup where we'll go long and we'll bring it down. And this will go under here and we'll deal with that in a minute. And this will go here. I'm not sure this is gonna, oh no, it does come out at low level, so that'll be fine. That one goes there to there, there to there, there to there, so on and so forth as we go down the line. And that is all of those hooked up. Now, cooling towers. So this is 48, 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. Same here. So how much have we total got? So 48 times 2 is 96. 96 times 2 is 192. Plus another 96 is, he says, 288, I want to say. I'm sure someone will let me know if that's correct. So how much do these, oh, well, these deal with 24 a pop. So let's be straight. I'm going to need, I got 6 of these, I need 12 of those. That's fairly straightforward then. I needn't have worried even doing the maths. Right, cooling tower. Large cooling tower. Ooh. A large cooling tower, you say? I mean, hang on. Thermal storage. So, here's the question. No, I'm taking the thermal off here to run these, aren't I? I'm taking the thermal off this. Yes. And where is this steam coming from? Ooh. Now isn't that a thought? One of these is not going to run at full efficiency, is it? Because I'm gonna have spare. And I'm gonna need to siphon it off. Ooh, yeah, because I want to take it over here to use to power these. I mean, technically, one of these probably isn't going to run at all, and I'll probably end up getting rid of one. Because I'll probably end up with 2 of these here. Because this deals with 180. And this has got 60, 60, that's 120. That's 2... That's going to be 240 in theory. And that's going to be another, which is going to be, yeah. So we're going to need to double this up in a minute. Oh no, this... Hang on a minute. This takes exhaust, takes water, makes steam. I don't need to save the steam. I'm getting myself all mixed up. What a load of rubbish, Sev. Don't worry about it. Cooling towers. Large, sod-off, great cooling towers. Let's have... I'm going to be putting another one of those in. But let's have here... 1... Let's copy it. 2... and 3. And you are going to cool this down to make water. And that water will get piped back into the system over here. I think that's going to be better, and just get this one to draw rather than trying to take it the other way. So, yeah, I'm happier with it going that way. How many are we up to? Wow, 30. Ooh, the excitement. We now have 38 of the second stage maintenance, because of course no power. Beautiful stuff. Who knew power would be a problem, apart from all the people in the comments who have been telling me for ages. Right, so again we're going to run this straight down here and in, like so. And oddly, you are one step off compared to all the others. So let's try that again. And you're going to be going in. Out. In. Better. Yeah. Further look. This one, 96. So level 1 pipe is not man enough for the job. There we go. Perfect. And through here, we're going to get 72 times 3. So 72 times 3 is too much for a level 2 pipe, so it's going to have to be a level 3. All the way down. Which again, I understand, and some people will say this, is that it doesn't have to be level 3 all the way down. I'm with you. I really am. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to decide where I'm going to pull this through, which is actually probably going to be over here. This is then going to go up to max level, max height. Go over to here, but not join. And then it's going to somehow worm its way along here to there at that level, or sure, why not? Hang on, I like the way it was there. There you go, perfect. Right, now come this way, go over, and then go to here and go down. Wonderful, excellent. That is going to take all that water back. And before we start this monstrosity up, we already know we're not going to cope. So this one also needs to be copied, because I already know it's not going to cope. And that I need another one to make it work. No, level 2 pipe will be fine to go into there. Again, water, not a big deal. We'll just pull it over like that. That's level 2 pipe, that's level 2 pipe, that'll be fine. That's water, and that's going to produce sulfur, CO2 and blah. So sulfur is going to be the pain in the ass just to move around on the U-shaped conveyor, just because it's awkward routing. But if you don't mind, you'll go around there and in there, and it'll join in that way. And this is going to put out how much CO2? 72. So that CO2 is then going to go straight into here. Wonderful. And this should all join the horrific system I built earlier. And all of that has to be upgraded to level 3 pipe to go into that level 3 pipe to make sure it all copes. Right. And hopefully now that will work. And at the moment I have those paused just for the power situation. But we're now going to pretty much unpause as much of this as we can. Actually, One. No, that won't work anyway. Let's not even try and do it by piece by piece. It's just not going to work. And I think that is everything. So there's going to be a bunch of building work going on over here. So we're not making vast amounts of the next level components here at the moment. We are making enough maintenance here. I mean, my other thought, I'll be honest, is to do the same over here. We've got a huge stock here. And this is just like a stone collection point. I'm just trying to work out where I want to build it. I think I'd actually build it here and take off this one. So what I'm going to do is copy that, turn it around like this way, tuck it down here where it's a little bit out of the... Oh, that's a bad plan, wasn't it? Oh, I was going to say where it's a little bit out of the way, but it's not out of the way at all. And we'll put that one there. That'll be fine. And we'll put that one there. And we'll do the same thing. And we'll have that set up to also essentially try and make a few extra of these next level sort of components. I am going to have to rework this area, I think, because I think this whole area is just going to be done away with, scrapped, and then this is just going to become a redo of all like construction component manufacture. That's what I'm thinking, because I think that will be the solution to make everything a bit more streamlined. I'm not sure if it will, but you know, I guess we're going to find out. So we'll put Unity Boost on there. We can deliver all this with Unity. There we go. Someone taught me about that tool. That tool is fantastic. Right. And even though we're starting to run out of those components, now we're going to have doubled our production. And the trucks will be coming here and getting components. And what we're probably going to have to do, as much as it's going to give us power issues, is start opening up the next level of this. What flavor is this at the moment? Conveyor 2. Fine, we'll do that one the same then. There we go. And there you go. And at least for now, we'll see if we can start that going and make sure this keeps producing enough to keep our new construction component supply up. Yep, maybe. Okay, let me run it for 5 minutes and see where we end up here. So I'm not playing at super fast speed at the moment. I've been letting it sort of build through and just really keeping an eye on things, and I had noticed an issue with copper. It's funny to see that these have spun up with the generators that ran for a few minutes while this ran out filled up with steam, yet obviously no power was generated and there was actually no physical connection. But you know, we'll give it a pass on that. One thing I have noticed is, of course, I'm storing all this fruit which I can't actually get rid of, and I think I'm actually going to create a giant storage for the fruit as well, because honestly we've got a lot of it here at the moment. And well, actually I'll hold on that, because what I want to do, and this is going to put a bit more pressure on the trucks, which have already been upset. Ooh, I see the Unity is dropping like a stone. What just happened there? Mild flu. Love it. Got to love it. Because the hospital's going to be looking crap again. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, what I was getting at was going to be, I want to build another grocery place here to actually provide food for the housing. I think it's under housing here. If I provide a food market right here, and we'll provide some more storage, which I'll put that way around, and that should be accessible for the trucks. It says, hopefully. You are going to take fruit, and I'm going to ask you to keep you full, and I'm going to quick deliver on that, so as that starts happening. And then we are going to conveyor to, if I can, oh yeah, I can only conveyor to the one, that'll do, to there. And this I'm going to quick deliver, and this I'm going to quick deliver, and then hopefully both of these are going to run on fruit, and that fruit's going to come down here and help at least make some happiness. Now, I don't know if that helps fight against flu by giving people vitamins and whatever. See, there we go. That's helping to clear the fruit out of the storage there. See, I needn't have built this. That's good. That's good. I can delete it now. That's fine. So yeah, these have all been juiced out. For a moment there, we produced some extra power, but then we didn't. Never mind, we are still producing what we need. Let's have a quick look at the copper over here. This is building back up. That's good, because for some reason I put this on export to there, but this had lost its designation for copper. I'm not quite sure how, whether I did it by accident or whatever. It lost its designation for copper, so it was all empty, and we weren't actually producing any copper, which was a bit of an issue, because as you can imagine, it started to run down all the stuff over here. But fortunately, all the buffers worked out well, and everything kicked off. I've also run into that I'm at pretty much the limit of my ship at the moment, and further to that, I'm also getting to the limit of my research capability. Oh, I can do that one. Fair enough. That's about the only one I can do. And I can't explore this location either. I don't know why the ship isn't actually going there. Said it could battle there. The ship on the way. Oh, it is on the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much running out of this science. Is the last science I can do before I have to move up to the next research lab, which puts a new stage in the setup here from producing these electronics. So all of these will have to be routed somewhere else, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, and we'll have to bring circuits in, mix them up with it, and bring that in. But that's probably not going to be too difficult, he says. So what I'm thinking is I need to, right now, slow things up. So I'm going to just tell it to delete these, and then I'll put a new storage in over here. And this produces 12 and 12. and the new ones to produce the new ones. Take 12 of those, 3 electronics, and use 6. Now I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep all these labs going, but we will inevitably find out. So the plan's going to be to just bring this up and into here. Same for this one here. There you go. And we will unity that to get these building and rebuild stocks, as this is basically going to drain down the stock now. It'll take a while before that will drain down the stock, because then over here I'm going to have to put another storage for circuits, and those circuits are going to get pulled across into a couple of assemblers here in order to assemble the next level of science. So this is going to be a little bit cramped, but should be fine. So do that, and then we'll copy it, and you can please have your import export turned off, so you're not doing that, because I want you to drain like that. I want you to stay empty if you can. Yeah, this is picking up the medical supplies, which we have limited amount of. At the moment, I'd say if anything needs a bit of a unity boost, give that a unity boost. We've got the materials. Let's give that a unity boost. In fact, screw it. I am going to double this up. Because if there's anything that hurts me, it's when we get these flu issues and we've not got enough medicine to deal with it. Clearly, this is a problem, and I should do something about it. And one way of doing that is going to be to do this. I'm going to take you off Unity Boost. And you won't have enough power. Fantastic. That should help to some extent, apart from the trucks. Did we win? We won! Yay! Now we can't go anywhere else because we're out of range. So this should get all that working at least. Start dealing with the flu situation. Hospital's good. Household goods low. Water again. What's the water issue again? Now, we're still backed up here. What's the problem? The problem is this isn't running. Problem is this needs to be higher priority to keep it running. Because if it's not burning off the gas, so how much gas are we producing here from all of this? So we're producing let's assume this every time. 15, that's 30, 46, and we're burning some gas here, 36, and we're burning some more gas there to make the steam. Gonna have to keep that going to keep bringing this down, because the water system is backing up. It's not backing up. It's not due to lack of water. It's due to lack of waste clearance. is the problem. This is coming down, but as was possibly pointed out to me, the pipe might actually be the limit here, which I actually think, I think Peter Knutson was saying this, I think he's right. I think the pipe is what's giving me an issue here, that the pipe is getting capped out as well, which is not necessarily a good thing. But yeah, 2 of these should be dealing with enough. We could do with somehow exporting more of this, which we're not doing. I mean, I can't believe we're actually full on gas. And I'm very tempted to switch 2 of these over to gas completely once we get the other system up and running, which is starting to get there gradually. Well, to alleviate the gas issue over here, I have added another one. It's overkill. It'll be more than we're producing. But I think it's the way forwards. And in fact, I'm shocked, to be quite honest, that we do actually appear to be using all these. Why isn't this one emptying? Why aren't you emptying? Ooh, look, this one's had a problem all along. So that's actually a problem right there. The gas flow is flowing the wrong way. So these 2 have never been working, which might be why this is backing up. But that meant we actually had gas problems before we even had this running properly, which I guess means it's good that I put the extra one in, because now these should be running and will give us extra capacity on getting rid of this stuff, but also produce a bit more gas, which is going to produce a bit more hydrogen, which is going to make a lot of hydrogen available for our concrete over there. We're definitely not going to have any shortage of hydrogen for the concrete system. And in fact, so much so that I'm actually very tempted. I mean, these are producing hydrogen and just dumping oxygen. So you know what? I'm actually going to get rid of this and save myself, what is it? Nearly 4 megawatts of power, and connect that up to, I'll get rid of this one as well. So I'm actually going to get rid of this and tell it to empty this out as quickly as possible. But yeah, I am going to get rid of basically all of this right here. Save myself megawatts of power, which will actually help it. Low pressure turbine needs transport output depleted. You have it. You just don't have the things at the moment, which I'm surprised at. You lack the concrete, which is interesting. Hopefully, given what I'm doing to the concrete over there, we should have more concrete shortly, because this is working. We've got actual cement. Is this a case of the trucks can't reach the blocks here? I can't remember what this was for. I think this was just to clear off some stuff. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to hope that means that the trucks can then reach the concrete blocks, because I think that's, yeah, I think that's causing a problem. So trucks should now be able to reach concrete blocks, to finish making those cooling towers over there. Right, I think that's going to be it for this episode, because at the moment we do have the capability coming up to make some more power, and very shortly we'll have that finished, which will be next episode. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.